Hey everyone, Hassan here. Welcome to the world of Ha. Today, I have a special unboxing video for you. This is the Fujifilm Instax Mini Link smartphone printer and silicone case bundle. This is the special edition, including the Pikachu design silicone case. So this is really interesting. This is actually, from my understanding, an existing product. This Instax Mini Link printer is an existing product, and you basically can use your smartphone and send photos to this device and print out actual Polaroid pictures that you can develop for for this device, and it'll be interesting to see how that works. But what they did is they did a special edition version, which is basically the exact same thing, and it might be a little hard to see from this photo, but here you can see it's blue around the logo and a little red on the inside. So the blue and red is meant to be like the Nintendo Switch blue and red colors, blue and red special edition. So they have a special edition version of this. So they sell the regular Instax Mini Link, they sell the special edition version of it, and then they sell this bundle. So the bundle is by far the hardest thing to find, and really all the bundle is the special edition Instax Mini Link, that is a tongue twister, plus a case that is a Pikachu design. That's it. I ended up paying a little bit more than MSRP to get this thing, because this thing was like sold out. Every time it would go up on Amazon or wherever, it would be like sold out within like half a second. Whereas I feel like the special edition Instax Mini Link, I've seen a couple places last like a couple minutes maybe. So, you might have a slight chance of being able to buy it. Maybe that'll all die down in time. We'll see. If you really don't care about the colors of this thing or the Pikachu case, you can just buy a normal one and the same functionality applies. But the cool thing is they've actually created a smartphone app that will also allow you to print out pictures from the Nintendo Switch as well. So we'll walk through that whole scenario and try it out. But this is a really cool box that they're showing, because, one, you got the Pikachu and stuff on it, which is fun, and they're promoting it with new Pokemon Snap. So this launched alongside new Pokemon Snap because, it makes sense. Like, you can go take pictures of Pokemon and then print those out as actual pictures. That's kind of fun, But what's cool is they're actually even showing on the box, like, you can use it with anything. You can actually use it for Animal Crossing stuff. You can use it with just Mario games, and there's just a variety of things that you can do with it, which makes it even more versatile, especially like Animal Crossing. I can think of a lot of great ways to print out Polaroids, and I got Splatoon in here, all sorts of different things, which is pretty cool. So there's that, and then so the side of the box shows you right here. Again, there's an app, which is how this whole thing works. So it's pretty much. That's pretty much how it is. Easy printing, continuous high-speed printing, so print time is only 12 seconds. Film development time, approximately 90 seconds. Then there's a motion sensor, reprint or even zoom into your photo by changing the position of the printer. I don't know, that's kind of odd, but okay, interesting. And so the other thing that you can do, and you can even like customize the designs of things with like special like filters and things that you can add on to pictures. So here it is right here. As you can see, well, choose from 3 types of characters to customize the design. So it looks like they have a Animal Crossing design, there's a new Pokemon Snap and Mario, and then you can print your images with various characters from those, as I was saying. So anyways, enough talking, but I did want to get through that. I don't know, honestly, if this actually comes with any of the actual like Polaroids. So I ended up buying some, so I had some extra as well. So I got 2 little packs here. I forget the exact prices of these. It's all on Amazon, so just check out Instax Mini Instant Film to see like how much all that stuff costs. They do make like actual Polaroid cameras. I actually got one for we got one for my sister for her birthday a few years back, and she's used it periodically. It's pretty cool. Like it's like an actual camera. Take it, boom, it prints out the Polaroid right there. So there's some novelty to it. It's fun. But in this case, you can actually like choose your photos from your phone or Nintendo Switch and print it. So like you don't have to worry about, oh shoot, somebody blinked and then it prints out. I mean, there's some novelty to that, which is fun. But for me personally, I would get more enjoyment out of like pre-planning, this is the photo I want to have printed, so I know that it turns out good. So, you know, there's use cases for everyone out there, but those are some of the different products that that they have. I'm trying to get all these papers out of here. Come on. There we go. All right, well, I think that's everything. So, here is what is included. There's a little insert that has the Instax Mini Link app for Nintendo Switch. So basically, what it is even if you have the existing Instax Mini Link, you don't need the special edition one or anything. There's just a special app. So this is the app that you can use for, you know, for what I'm referring to here. So you can pause the video and use the QR codes or whatever. So we'll try that out. There's a user guide, just other instruction stuff. So it looks like, just so you know, there's no film included in this bundle, it looks like, which is kind of a shame. I would have hoped that they would include something at least. And then you get the charging cable, which is, what is that, micro USB, USB-C? Or not USB-C, just USB. Wish it would have been USB-C. That would have been much more convenient, but I guess if this product's been out for a while and this is just a new branding of it, I guess that sort of makes sense to an extent. Here it is. This is the Instax Mini Link right here, as you can see. So really, again, the special edition colors are the fact that this is blue and this is red. Otherwise, you can just buy a normal one and you get the same thing there. So here is, looks like where it charges. And then this, I guess, is where you pop in the actual film. So we'll have to take a look at that and learn how all that works. Oh, did I just turn this thing on? Or it's trying to load the film or something. All right, well, we're gonna put that down. There's also this case right here. So this is what is making this thing sell out like crazy. It's the Pikachu. The Pikachu effect. So it's bright yellow, of course, says Pokemon, you got the Pokeball, and there's a Pikachu right there. It's not a very practical case, you know, because if you want it to be just kind of cover it up and travel with it, you got like the tail sticking out, Pikachu's head sticking out. This is not practical at all. So if you want an actual proper case, you're probably going to want to find something different. This is just more of a fun thing. So why don't we, just for the fun of it, put it in here. Looks like it can just slide in from the top like that. And it says Instax through there, and there you go. Creates a little Pokeball design, and that's fun. There you go. There's the Instax Mini Link printer right there. So we'll put that to the side. And of course we have the film right here. So let me download the apps, get some stuff set up, and I'm going to insert the film into here, get it all prepared, and then we're going to test this out. All right, I got the film loaded in to this device. And apparently the battery is pretty low, so I do have it plugged into charge, so I can't use the Pikachu case because there's no cutout for the charger. So if you want to charge it, you have to take the case off. Not the greatest design, but you know. So here it is right here, and I downloaded the apps. And so basically, I don't know if you really need both of these or not, but as you can see here, I have two apps downloaded. So this one on the left is the normal like Instax Mini Link app, if you were to just buy the device as is. This is the one that says for Nintendo Switch. At a glance, I don't know, I haven't looked through the Mini Link app in full detail, but it looks like even with the Nintendo Switch app, you can just use some of the features to just print normal photos through there as well. So I'm just going to use the Nintendo Switch app, but just know that you can actually, you don't even need the Nintendo Switch if you want to print photos. You can print your own photos through here as well. So I'm going to click on that app, and it says device not connected, so we'll connect it in a second, but this is what I'm talking about. If I go to simple print, it'll pop up with my own photos and allow me to select from there. I don't know what video print is. Maybe you can select a screenshot from a video. I don't know. I'd have to play around with that. But as you can see, this is the Nintendo Switch app. So what that means is they added in some special Nintendo related features. So there's two things here, okay? There's frame print, and let me click it for a second. Okay, good. I just wanted to confirm it's not going to pull up my own photos right now. But if you go to frame print, basically you have different choices here. And I can select Pikachu, and I have my new Pokemon Snap frames. And so basically I can choose my own photos and have like a special frame around it with Pikachu and Mantine, or I want an Apom or whatever it is. I can kind of do that. Or I can do Animal Crossing themed ones as well, which is really fun. So you can kind of have your own photos there. You can have Super Mario themed ones. This one's kind of a fun one with like the Mario, you know, hat and mustache or whatever. So I might have to play around with that. But there's some really cool themes there. And then there's one that says instax. And so it has a bunch of other frames and things that they've added in that you can use as effects and stuff for photos. So there's a lot of stuff in here, which is really, really cool. So I'm not going to do this just yet. What I am going to do is go back, and instead of frame print, there's switch direct print. There's also a bunch of other options here. You can see collages, a bunch of stuff here. You can sketch, edit, and print. There's a whole bunch of things here, which is really cool. But switch direct print. And so what this is going to do is this is going to be searching for a QR code. Okay, so let me get out of this for a second. We're gonna set this up. I have my Nintendo Switch right here. Okay, and so what you're going to do is in your photos, you can actually share any photos with a QR code. So if you want to get things from, for example, new Pokemon Snap, you got to save them to your Switch first. So this works for any Switch game, actually. But let's go to new Pokemon Snap just for the purpose of you know, this little demo here. And I'm going to go into my photos, which I believe will be under Lab, I think is how I can go. And your space, is it your space is where my photos are saved? I haven't played in a little while. Album, there we go. Okay, let's go into album. And there's a variety of photos here. It's been a while since I played this, and I haven't played like a ton either. So I'm wondering if I have any photos that like I really want to have printed out, you know, like is there something that really like speaks to me as I go through, you know, this sort of thing. I do like some of these ones with Beautifly. Those ones are pretty cool. That's kind of nice as well. Tough choices, right? Tough choices. There's also this one with them sleeping. That's kind of cute. You know, let's go with one of the Beautifly ones, maybe. Let's see. Do I go with this one right here, just kind of glancing at me, or do I go with this one here? This one's pretty nice. Or do I really, I don't know, do I want Beautifly? See, now I'm like, because it's like a Polaroid, it's not like you can undo it once it prints out, right? So maybe, well, I don't want something dark either. I want to really test this out and see. So, you know what, let's do that. Why not? Let's just make this nice picture of a Beautifly right here. And so what you can do basically is, you know, you can kind of view the picture. I can save this to my system. So I'm going to say yes, and it's going to pop open and save to the system. So when I go over to my album now, you'll see a bunch of Fortnite screenshots, but then right here at the very top is the picture of the Beautifly. So if you go to, it says A button is sharing and editing, then I go to send to smartphone. I can do only this one, and it's going to generate a QR code. So that's where the app comes into play, and I go to the Switch Direct Print, and let's aim it right at that QR code. Link for Switch wants to join that Wi-Fi network. Okay, sure, why not? So it's loading. And then it has a number 2. So what happens is on your Nintendo Switch, this has a check mark, and now another QR code is generated there. So now we're going to go to the second QR code and scan that. Transfer the image. Please do not close the app while transferring images. Hit OK. And it's transferring, and oh, look at that! Right on my phone, up pops the Beautifly. Now, there's a few things that you can do with this picture. So actually, on the Nintendo Switch, I'm going to hit end, and let's put this thing into sleep mode. Okay, so on the phone, I can add text, I can do filters, all sorts of things. So it is gonna look sideways because when it prints out, you want it to be, you know, the Polaroids are gonna be wider that way, so that's what you do want. So I can edit this and I can zoom a little bit as well, because the one thing that does kind of bug me a little bit, and let me see if it actually looks like that on the Switch. Hold on, let's see. So here's the interesting thing. Look at the Nintendo Switch, and it has New Pokemon Snap at the bottom there, right? Like it actually says New Pokemon Snap, but the Polaroid is actually not that wide enough to have the full words New Pokemon Snap. So that would annoy me to just say New Pokemon. There might be a way to take off that label. I don't know. In the game, I'd have to check. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in ever so slightly to cut off that New Pokemon part. And I think just enough. Oh, that's too much. Oh, every time I take my finger off, it like adjusts even more. That's good enough, right? I think that's a good enough adjustment. So once I am ready, well, one, I do have to connect the device. So I've already paired this up before. I'm going to turn it on again. This is actually the power button right here. So when it's charging, it's showing you that it's charging with the LED right there. But I think if you hold it down, it like cycles through a rainbow of colors. Now what I'm going to do though is I'm going to turn off my studio lights, because with Polaroids you want a dark environment. And so I don't want bright studio light shining at this thing, because I feel like it's not going to work out super well. So while I have that here, on the top now it's connected to mine, and it says 10 out of 10. So this pack that I've inserted in has 10 Polaroids in it, and it has a charging indicator. So I think my picture's ready to go. I feel pretty good about this. So what I'm going to do now, this is the first time I actually have not tried this out. We're gonna hit print and see how this Polaroid goes. So let's get this set up. Let's hit the button, transferring. Okay. Printing. There it goes, there it goes. We're gonna want to cover this thing up. So let's grab this out of here. Is this the, I don't know which side. Is it gonna develop on, I don't know. I'm just gonna cover it up with my hands, just to shield it from all the light. So it's supposed to take about 90 seconds to develop. So while that's going here, and I'm going to have this thing covered up, and in fact what I'm actually going to do is put this right above it, just to kind of, you know, cover it up a little bit, and hopefully avoid some direct light on that device, or on the Polaroid, and then we'll check in on it. Is exit out of this. And the other thing that I do want to do is I want to do just a regular print of a picture as well. So let me dig through my photos and see if there's one that I really want to print out. And this is gonna be a tough one, right? I really want to get something good. And so I'm gonna give me a second here off camera. I'm digging through my photos. I have a lot of photos of my son, and I'm very particular about which photos I want to share, you know, online, on social media, that sort of thing as well. So I'm just trying to dig through and see if there's some really, you know, good ones specifically. Oh, you know what? I actually have a great one. Oh my gosh, this is actually going to be perfect. This is going to be perfect. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Let me grab this here, and then I'll show you all. This is so okay. This is so good. This is so good. Oh, I love this so much. So how can I show you without the frame first? Let's see. Let's just pick something super basic and I'll show you. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I have this photo of my son dressed up in a Mario thing, and I put the Mario hat on him. And I just realized that's perfect because we have these Mario frames. Now obviously that one's not gonna work, but I can pick a Mario frame to go with this, which is so good. This one's actually pretty cool. I might go with that one. I was originally thinking of this, but the frame is just too big, I feel like. Gosh, there's some great ones here. I kind of... Yeah, that's too bad. That's kind of cool too. I really like that. I really think that's a good one. What do you guys think? That's really, really cool. You can also add some text, and I just want to test this out and just see what it looks like. So you can drag this, anywhere you want, which is actually really, really cool. So I could, add some stuff there. So that's fun. You can filter things as well. So do different colored filters. I'm just going to do none. And what is edit and correction? Oh, that's the zoom and that sort of thing. So lots of stuff you can do. All right, why don't we check in on the Polaroid? I feel like it's been some time. Oh, yo, okay. Check this out. Check that out, guys. That's so cool. It's Beautifly. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. So it actually turned out really, really well. So the cool thing about these Polaroids, the way they work is they do have this little space at the bottom so you can write things on here. So if you take pictures of like family or whatever, you can put dates or whatever things that you want to do. This is actually really, really neat. That turned out really well. I mean, it's not like super bright. Obviously, it's a slightly faded or whatever, but let's test out like a real world picture here. Now that I have this one, right, I want to test this out. So let me hit print on this Polaroid while we talk. I'm gonna like use up all these Polaroids already. No, I'm gonna save it, but there's some ideas I have about what I can print or not print. There's some cool stuff here. Oh man, this is so cool. This works really well, as you can see. So I'm just gonna grab this thing and just basically cover it up to, just, you don't want like a lot of light exposed to it right away. You gotta give it some time. But this turned out really, really well. I could totally figure out some cool ways to maybe put Polaroids. I was thinking on some of my shelves to label things with cool pictures. That would be a lot of fun. Even in my storage bins, one of the crazy ideas I had is right now I put Post-it notes, like sticky notes on my storage bins to say like Power Rangers or, what do I have? Marvel Legends or whatever's in the storage bins. But I have like 10 Power Rangers bins, so Power Rangers isn't that specific. I could open it up, take a picture of what's inside, and then post that Polaroid on the storage bin, so I have like a little preview of what's inside the storage bin from the outside. That's I don't know if that's fully worth it or not, but just the random ideas that I was coming up with, which are kind of cool. So that's a lot of fun. I also have, could do some stuff. I have some family coming soon from California, and I think that would be fun to like print some Polaroids with them. I told my sister actually, because she has the Instax camera as I was talking about, to be able to print these Polaroids too. I think would be really, really fun. So there's a lot of really cool ideas for what you can do. Again, you don't have to get, honestly, I don't feel like the Pikachu bundle's worth it. I mean, like, if you just want the Pikachu, sure, but like, you can't even. So, I mean, you can technically use the Instax with this Pikachu thing on it. You just can't charge it. So, I guess it's up to you how you want to do this. I honestly don't think that this one's worth it. Now, is this special edition printer worth it? Honestly, I feel like it doesn't matter. The color, the blue and the red, who cares? You're printing out Polaroids. What matters is the Polaroids. Just buy the regular version. Buy the cheapest version that's out there. It's all the same thing. You can still, even if you buy the regular version, you can use the special Nintendo Switch app that I just showed you. So why get the extra stuff? Now that I've gotten this, I can say definitively, like, I don't think this is worth it for the extra stuff. The printer itself, I think is kind of cool. It's not for everybody. Not everybody's going to enjoy the novelty of printing out Polaroids. But, I remember back in the day, I never personally got the chance to do this, but I know other people said at their Blockbusters back in the day, they would take their, I don't know if you had to take your game cartridge or how it worked, but you could basically, in Pokemon Snap for a Nintendo 64, somehow print your pictures from there. In Blockbuster, they had these like machines set up, these stations where you could go and print pictures there. So this is like bringing this to your own house. You can go in New Pokemon Snap, take pictures of Pokemon, and then print them out. And you have real world pictures right here as well. So I think that's a really cool idea. So I love the theming that they did here. I just don't know if the extra accessories are worth it. Okay, moment of truth. Let's see the picture of my son, Idris. Oh my gosh. That is amazing. That's amazing. Oh, that's really, really cool. Like, that's a fun filter. Perfect with the Mario hat and everything. I love this so much. I'm so excited. I need to go up and show my wife and my family like that. Oh, this is so awesome. I'm very, very happy with that. So hopefully you all enjoyed this look at the Instax Mini Link. A lot of fun. Let me know in the comment section below if you plan on getting this or what your ideas are for printing Polaroids. Do you have any, like, beyond just like printing your own photos, any like special ideas about where you'd use your photos, maybe in some type of a scrapbook, a collage, you know, using it on your shelves like I was saying. Any other ideas for Polaroids? I'd love to know and see what you all think. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, make sure you're subscribed because I have a lot of other fun videos on the way. Can't wait to share all that with you. Thank you all so much. As always, take care, and I will see you later.